Hello and welcome to the final video for conceptual physics. My name is Mr. Sportel and this is the last time I will probably ever be your teacher. It's kind of a horrible way to end. I went to school today, pick up some things that I needed for class work, and I looked around the room and it's just an eerie feeling. The calendar that we had on the board is still on the wall. Just the classroom just being so empty. Walking in, it just doesn't feel right without you. It's very much a place of community. And so when I go there by myself, it just feels weird. So on this last day, last video, I have one last thing for you to write. One last reflection. I'm sure you're getting this in all your classes. All the little last reflection pieces. But I have two questions. And you'll just write them down, copy and paste your answers right on that spot on Moodle. And just be honest. The best you know, do your best. That's all I'm asking. I just want to see what we ended up the year with. What did we understand? Where did we land? So here's a couple of questions. And don't worry, this is linked right below this video on the weekly Google Doc. So you can just copy that document and just write your answers right below. So don't feel like you have to write it down as I say the questions. So thinking back through the entire year of conceptual physics, what have you learned about how science functions? What's the difference between science and engineering? Is it necessary to help science function well? What do you need to have? What do you need to do in order to do science well? Does it ever bother you that science isn't really ever right or wrong? That's kind of gets at that's the first question. So what is science? What is it doing? Think way back to Unit 1 when we talked about what is a scientist, what is science, that whole idea of the process. And we just did an engineering project, and then you just did a science project. Did you feel the difference? One looking at a goal that you're going after, the other one kind of learning about a relationship. So just think about that. What is science? Is it what you expected? Has it changed at all? Or is it rather still the same as what you thought it was? That's the first question. The second question starts with a quote. The quote is by Albert Einstein. It says, "He who can no longer pause to wonder and stand wrapped in awe is as good as dead. His eyes are closed." So, thinking back through this year again, what's one way in which you've seen wonder in science class? How has that wonder changed your view of the world around you? So thinking back through what we've done this entire year, we talked about science, engineering. We got into energy, atoms, way back first semester. Talked about sound, light as a wave, light as a photon. Talked about electricity, momentum, motion, acceleration, velocity, conservation of momentum. We talked, after that, we got into Newton's laws, and then kind of where we're at right now. So thinking through that whole year, is there anything that helps change your view of the world around you? What did you wonder about, or what helped you have more wonder about the world? That's it. Those are the questions. So just go ahead, write down your responses, copy and paste them right on a Moodle, and that's the end. It's been wonderful. On my board, I had written down, if you remember, we left class on a day we were taking a test on electricity, and I had written down various things to remember to do, to empty your lockers, to get all your textbooks, and one of the things I had written was, remember that I will miss you. And I have. It is nothing like seeing you in person, hearing your jokes, hearing your questions, helping you, and you helping me. So thanks. Thanks for doing this with me. Thanks for making it work, and I'm just thankful for you. I hope you have a great summer, and I look forward to seeing you in the hallways next year. So, without further ado, it's been great. This is Mr. Sportel saying goodbye.